I got migraines since probably about high school or so, like pretty periodically. And as I got a little older, they started increasing frequency, but I just thought that was kind of related to bad habits. I mean, a lot of people have triggers like that where, like, if you don't sleep well or eat well or something like that, you get more of them, you get them more often, they get worse. So that was happening to me for a few years. And especially the last year or two, they were getting really bad. And there are a lot of symptoms that do come with migraines. So, like nausea, having trouble sleeping, like really extreme thirst, stuff like that. So they're all symptoms that I was somewhat familiar with, so I didn't think much was up. Then it just kept getting worse and worse, and then all of a sudden, probably around about mid-November, I noticed like those same symptoms persisted, but they just like went nuts. I mean, it was just like migraines will last a number of hours. These were just like all day, and they started to become like a little different too. I mean, I started to not be able to see very well sometimes, and then what I thought was just me being out of shape, I now know was not. Like, it wasn't as bad a shape as like the degree to which I was having trouble breathing. Like, doing simple things would make me breathe pretty hard. So anyway, I knew something. Like, I started to realize like it was pretty debilitating. I couldn't watch normal stuff, and the class I taught, I had to cancel it a few times. So I'd feel so awful, and eventually I went in for a blood test, and I thought the kind of worthless Google WebMD kind of stuff I was doing on my own, like I thought it was going to be something where I went in and they diagnosed me and just gave me medicine and fixed me, and then I walked out. But yeah, I went in and got a blood test, and then about a day or two later, this was on December 17th, I was about to go for a walk or run or something at the Arboretum, and that's right when my doctor called, and he said they got the results in, and the first words out of his mouth were, "Your kidneys aren't working so good." And that totally floored me. Like, it's not in a million years what I would have guessed. I wasn't familiar with anything to do with kidney disease before. I barely even knew what that meant, and so then all of a sudden it was just kind of a blur from there. I mean, they just rushed me. They told me I needed to come to the emergency room right away. People started marveling that I was like sitting up and talking, and I'm like, why? What's so bad that I shouldn't like seem normal? And yeah, then things just kind of went really fast from there. So yeah, that's how I found out, like, initially, and then I did a bunch of tests and confirmed it all, and that's when I learned it was end-stage renal disease, and that I needed a transplant and that kind of stuff. So that was all the information I got within the span of like a day or two.
Oh my